Now to a 10 News exclusive. He stalked her like a hunter tracking his prey. Years of terror, even trying to kill her. Tonight, the clock is ticking on his release, and she tells me she's certain he'll try to find her again.
It began an escalation of him following me.
Joan Walters has a stalker. His violent obsession goes way back.
Well, he has stalked me. He has harassed me, bullied me, terrorized me, threatened me.
He broke into her home.
Attempted to run me off the road.
He called Joan's house up to 30 times a day, once getting her new number from an ad in the Auto Trader.
That afternoon, my phone rang, and when I answered it, he said, "I found you," and started his little cackle.
It was the cackle of this man, Lester Worthington. He had a perfect view of her comings and goings because he lived right next door. When Joan changed her name and moved to get away from him, he found her by getting a job at the La Mesa Spring Valley School District, where she was a bus driver for special needs children. There, he worked in the gardening department and gained access to her new name and address and every stop on her afternoon bus route.
"I know where you're going to be at exactly 2 o'clock. And he was already there waiting for me.
Each time Lester faced criminal charges, from stalking to assault with a deadly weapon, the fixation darkened until he hired someone to kill her. The man that he hired couldn't go through with it and came forward telling police about the plan.
It's so hard to get up from that. It's so hard to every morning go, I have to get up and face this again. I have to get up and deal with this again.
It's been 30 years, making this one of the longest-running stalking cases in U.S. history.
It's half my life.
There's been some peace for the past 8 years. Lester has either been behind bars or in lockup at the Atascadero Psychiatric Hospital.
It was crazy. He's truly crazy.
Former Detective Howard Bradley was the first San Diego Sheriff's deputy assigned to the case.
He's a dangerous person.
Bradley is worried for Joan and her husband and family, as well as the public in general, because Lester is being released with no parole, no GPS, no restrictions in less than 24 hours.
He may be good for 6 months, a year, but at some point, the obsession is going to come back.
Joan says her nightmares have returned, but her strength is far greater than her fear.
I'll just say there was a time I said, "God, I'm hanging on by my baby toenail. And if you don't get me through this, I'm not going to come out the other side." And I'm still here.
The San Diego District Attorney's Office requested a second evaluation of Lester Worthington to stop tomorrow's release. The request was denied. Joan and others received a notification from the Sheriff's Department FBI Violent Crimes Task Force. It said it's assumed Worthington will return to San Diego. For those who have been victimized and/or targeted by Worthington, please take the appropriate steps to ensure your safety and the safety of your family.